Alright, so here in this video, I want to give you guys a very simple and easy tip that you guys can utilize. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about aim assist. I'm going to give you guys my full opinion on aim assist, what I think about it, and also just roast these people on Twitter, these keyboard and mouse little Timmies that complain about aim assist, that they have been complaining about aim assist for the past 6, 7, probably even a year now. So I'm going to be talking about all that stuff in the video, give you guys my opinion, and explain to you guys why I think aim assist should in fact actually be buffed. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 2,000 V-Bucks. So if you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and as well leave a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. So if you guys want a chance to win 2,000 free V-Bucks, make sure you guys do enter the giveaway. And alright guys, let's get to the video. Alright, so here in this video, I'm going to be talking about aim assist because apparently people are still complaining and still crying. Well, people, I mean keyboard and mouse players that cry on Twitter when they get beamed across the map by an AUG or a SCAR L2 spam. You know, the typical PC player cannot be satisfied with the 10,000 advantages that they have. So I'm going to be giving you my opinion on aim assist, showing you guys why I think it should be buffed. And because a lot of people people were talking about nerfing aim assist, it should be buffed. Let me explain. I'll explain to you guys why it needs to be buffed and why it's not strong enough. So in this game, you have two different settings, which I'll pull up. You guys already know. You have linear, and then you got legacy. So legacy is where the setting, like kind of like the old settings and how they used to be, and that's the settings where you can quote unquote L2 spam. So you can L2 spam on legacy, the old settings, and on linear you can't. But with linear, the aim assist that you have is 10 times stronger close range when you don't hip fire. And I do believe the tracking is a little bit stronger as well. So you have a little bit stronger tracking, which really doesn't do anything from range, if I'm going to be honest. So it has a lot stronger tracking when you're talking about like SMG mid-range, or hip fire when you're talking about shotgun at close range. So you do have an advantage when it comes to those ranges. So what I'm trying to say is when you have the two aim assist, so on legacy, the old settings, the biggest advantages that you have is going to, I guess, be the L2 spam from range. But other than that, the aim assist is not good whatsoever. It's not good at close range. It's not good at, I guess it could be good at mid range if you're aiming down your sights. It's basically the aim assist is only good if you aim down your sights, meaning that everything else you're talking about close range, you're talking about flick shots, because the flick shots are much harder on legacy, the old settings. So you have harder flick shots. The building and editing isn't as smooth. The movement isn't as good, but yet you can still L2 spam. You can still get a little bit of range off of that shot. So when you really compare, let me just give you a breakdown of the advantages on keyboard and mouse, just in case you thought aim assist needed to be nerfed. And I'll get to the other opinion as well. So you have, I already demonstrated the disadvantages that people have on controller, not to mention the amount of times I pull out the wrong gun because you have to press LB and RB to switch through all of your weapons. You have, so for instance, if you're in a box trying to get off a mini and you want to pop the mini, so you switch over to your shield, and then right after that someone's outside of your box, you have to press left bumper 4 more times to go back over to your shotgun, press it again 4 more times to go back over to your minis, and by this time it's going to be very difficult to get off any sort of HP because you're constantly having to press your right or left bumper 15 times, and it's just super annoying, and it's just a major pain trying to deal with it. Not to mention pulling out the wrong gun every single gunfight because you try to switch to your weapon, you try to switch your weapons too quick. Maybe if your gun's in the wrong order at the beginning of the game, and it just completely messes you up. So with all the disadvantages you have on controller, the one advantage is going to be aim assist. The one advantage, the only advantage that you have on controller when you're talking about legacy versus the keyboard and mouse players, the only advantage that you honestly have is going to be strictly that you can hit long range shots. It is much easier, at least for me. I haven't played keyboard and mouse too much. I played a little bit of it, not enough to where I'm insanely good, but I have gotten a decent amount of wins. I've probably gotten like 20-30 wins on keyboard and mouse. So I'm by no means an expert, but I already know my building and editing is already much better than on controller, and I've been playing keyboard and mouse for like 2, maybe 3 weeks at most. just because of the movement, the way things are. It is so much easier to do. And so, like I said, the only advantage that you actually have is going to be those long range shots. And so if you're talking about something like arena, which a lot of people who do complain play cash cups, arena, and the one advantage that people on controller can have is going to be towards the end of the game. Maybe you're in a box and you're looking down at other players. Maybe you're on high ground looking down at other players. You're gonna have a very easy time lasering people with your assault rifle or maybe your SMG from that range, and that's going to be the biggest advantage you have. But if you want to talk about every single other possible thing in the game, I mean literally anything else in the game is going to be weaker on controller. So the one advantage that people have and they complain about, it's just honestly kind of sad that someone could have every possible advantage in the game and find one thing to still complain about. Like that blows my freaking mind, man. That people can complain about one thing. Like that was crazy to me. That's actually kind of crazy that people can complain about aim assist when they have literally every single humanly advantage possible. Look at any cash cup. Look at any winter royale. Look at the summer tournament that Booga won. I mean, they were all keyboard and mouse players. I mean, there was maybe one controller, two controller players, maybe a couple. There was barely any. No, I don't even know who went, to be honest. That's how little they were. I didn't even know who went. But the reason why I think aim assist should actually be buffed instead, my big reasoning for it, is strictly, like I said, the only advantage you have is going to be your aim. But what I was mentioning earlier, when you're playing on Legacy and you're playing on the L2 spam aim assist, if you play on the L2 spam aim assist, your close range accuracy, your close range aim assist is literally non-existent. There is literally no aim assist at close range hip fire unless you aim down your sights. There's no aim assist whatsoever. But on linear, on the other setting, you have an extremely good aim assist when it comes to close range. So the reason why aim assist should actually be buffed is because, and that's the reason why I keep switching my settings like literally twice a week, is because you have to realize that you basically on controller, minus all the extreme disadvantage that you have, you either have two options, right? You either have a very strong long range ADS accuracy, or you have a very, very strong close range accuracy. That's literally your two only options. Keyboard and mouse has every single advantage in the game, and those are the two options that you have. You can either have long range or you have close range. So long range is going to be the L2 spam legacy, and close range is going to be the linear settings. So those are literally the two only options that you can have. And that's why I personally switch between my settings all the time, because I either want long range or I want close range, really depending on my playstyle. But as you can see, those are really the only options that you have. So for an example, the keyboard and mouse player, think of this like an NBA game, right? You have one team that has LeBron James. They got, LeBron James. And then you got Larry Bird. And then you got Michael Jordan. You got like a stacked team. And then on the other team, it's just a bunch of high schoolers. And you got Giannis. And that's like LeBron James complaining about how the other team has Giannis. Even though everything else is a bunch of high school players, like everything else on controller is weaker. Except for aim assist. That is clearly unfair. Like come on. Like, if you seriously complain about aim assist, you are the biggest pussbag on the planet. Like, you have to be absolutely out of your mind. I don't know. That's all I gotta say about aim assist. I'm just giving you guys my 2 cents, my opinion, what I think about these morons on Twitter. And if you actually complain about aim assist, if you have the audacity to complain about aim assist when you have every advantage possible in the game, and there's a lot other advantages I can go into as well that are pretty significant, but no one ever talks about. But, I can definitely make another video explaining the extreme disadvantages or extreme advantages that keyboard and mouse players have that no one actually talks about. There's actually a few things in the game that I've noticed that is a insane advantage for keyboard and mouse players that nobody else actually knows about. So that's just my 2 cents. If you complain about aim assist, you're a pussbag. You complain. Your mom caters to you. Your mom probably bought your setup, and you sit on Twitter. You sit on YouTube and complain about aim assist. But alright, that's going to be my opinion. And I hope you guys got some value out of it. And like I said, when it comes to linear, you have an extreme close range advantage. But when it comes to legacy, you have an extreme far range advantage. That's why I keep switching my settings all the time. Because sometimes I want to play a very aggressive play style, so I'll play on linear. Or if I want to play in the cash cups and different things like that, then of course I want to play on legacy because the L2 is going to be very good from range. I'm going to be able to get a lot more picks and play a lot better in instances like that. So those are the settings that I have, and kind of just all my opinion on everything. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.